Hi, Oprah.
Hey, Dr. Perry, good to see you again.
I was listening, and I have to say, isn't that OW something? Unbelievable.
Yes. Well, I think that the fact that you teamed up speaks volumes to and about each of you. And Dr. Perry, you've been an expert on childhood development and the impacts of trauma on our brain for the past 30 years. And they say that there's like a misconception that trauma is this big, unwelcome, tragic event in our lives. But do you think that it has to be big, or can it be moments throughout?
Everybody has a journey. And on that journey, there's just no way that you're going to get through that unscathed. So, and as you say, it doesn't always have to be this big catastrophic disaster that everybody would point to and go, oh, that's trauma.
Yes, exactly.
More often it's smaller things, right? I mean, it's the things in Oprah, and I've talked about this a lot, and we talk about this in the book, but one of the most important things about being a human being is feeling like you belong. Like you belong in your family, you belong in your community, you belong in your culture. And if you get signals from your parents or you get signals from your classmates that you don't belong, and those signals might come from something like their implicit bias, that you're the wrong religion or you're the wrong skin color or you have the wrong ethnicity. And if you get these nonstop little stressors that you have no control over time, that changes the systems in your body that control stress. And it can really have profound impact on your mental health and on your physical health.
And when it comes to the brain, can we rebuild what wasn't there? Can we regulate, relate, and reason?
Yeah, well, the good news is that the brain is changeable. And if given opportunities with sufficient repetition, these systems in our brain that have been impacted by our past experiences, they can begin to normalize and become more typically regulated, and ultimately you can heal.
Oprah said something about how there is good news and we can take the holes that have been given and bestowed upon us in our life and make them our strength, make them the cues in which how we treat other people. Mm-hmm. Has there been a point, Oprah, in your life where somebody else had to fill those holes?
I think for me, those were teachers. I wouldn't be who I am. That is why I have such a love for teachers. I mean, if somebody tells me a teacher, I literally start like, oh, you're a teacher. Because in my life, teachers were my saviors. When I went to school, I was important. And that is where my sense of self and worthiness came from, not from my family, but from other people. And so Bruce said, and this is true of all of us, nobody makes it out here alone. And our connectedness to other people, our relationships with people who can see us, all you need is one person who fully sees you and believes. And that's the thing that you hold on to, that you are seen, you are valued, and that you matter. And what I realized, I didn't even share this with you, Dr. Perry, what I realized is that Gail was my regulation. Makes me want to cry now thinking about it. Every night after the show, I would come home and I would have these, sessions with Gail where we talked about what happened on the show or didn't happen on the show. And that was the way I kind of regulated myself. So I would talk to Gail before bed, and then I would be calmer. And it wasn't until I not only was co-authoring the book, but actually went back and reread the book that I realized, oh, Gail was what I used for my sense of regulation and is still the person in my life. I have probably 3 people in my life who are going to tell me the truth no matter what.
I thank you both so much for your time. And I love this book so very much. What Happened to You by Oprah Winfrey and Dr. Bruce Perry is out now, available everywhere books are sold. And each one of our VFFs will be receiving a copy of this book.
I want to just say that Dr. Perry and I have been for the past 2 years, along with Prince Harry and Apple, we've been working on this mental health series that's coming out in May on Apple. And, what our mental well-being, our mental health, being able to rise to the best of yourself is a part of my goal in life. And now as I, get to spend my days doing exactly what I want to do, I mean, I still continue to be the kind of person who wants to use my life in order to help other people have the best of theirs, because I think I have just the best life ever. And I think that comes from doing the work, peeling back the layers, and that certainly begins with looking at what happened to you. So thank you for an opportunity to talk about it and to share it with other people.
Thank you. And look at the conversation you had with Meghan and Prince Harry. I believe that will change the world and it will change the future. So with each conversation, may you make history as well.
Well, thank you.
Changing the future. Thanks to Oprah and Dr. Perry. And if you'd like to attend Oprah and Dr. Perry's virtual book tour, visit our website at thedrewbarrymoreshow.com for all the information you need. Thank you so much. Thank you, guys.